I lead double Aegislash. Between two max special attack Aegislash, one holding the spell tag, I should be able to overwhelm this. I guess the illusion's over. Yeah, let's do it! Alright, opponent is leading off with a Reuniclus and a Toxapex. I have Aegislash with air quotations around it and Whimsicott. I know I can get the Tailwind up. Now, I gotta be careful because Reuniclus can easily break my illusion with Shadow Ball here. But the thing is, it really doesn't matter because I can simply taunt the Toxapex right off the bat to see what he wants to do. And then I can also just Shadow Ball him because I highly doubt the Reuniclus is just going to go straight away for the Shadow Ball here. I'm assuming, and it works out well because he goes for Venoshock onto the Whimsicott and Light Screen onto the Reuniclus. But, like I said, I do have two max special attack Aegislashes that can clang their swords together. And speaking of clanging your swords together, we have an amazing remixer that we are highlighting today. So, be sure to check out that music in the background. That being said, I don't even mind Whimsicott going down so low because I can now lock the Toxapex into Venoshock and click Protect. But I gotta be careful doing that because the thing is, if I click Protect, then they're gonna know it's Zoroark because I don't have King Shield. I'm hoping another Shadow Ball puts it away, but unfortunately they have 3% of their health remaining, and of course Venoshock onto the oncoming Aegislash as he just clicks Recover. Now, with the Light Screen active, even with Spell Tag boosted Shadow Ball and another special attacking Shadow Ball, damage counts down below in the description, it would actually bring Reuniclus very, very low. This thing is absolutely bulky, especially with the Light Screen. And I'm trying to think, like, I want to kind of go for King Shield, but I also just want to double attack into Reuniclus and take it out. And hopefully we take it out, we take it to 1 HP. And now my stance changed. My real Aegislash is going to clang his blades together, and that Shadow Ball, of course, takes out the Reuniclus. What am I saying? It may be bulky, but you know what? He is done with this illusion and this charade. This Venoshock goes through to the Zoroark, and, you know, the illusion wears off. I guess illusion's over. Let's do it! Okay, that's fine. So, it is not a big deal. We Encore/Taunt locked this thing into Venoshock, and then we can stay in here with Aegislash all day long. This is actually the only battle in this particular video. This was actually a 14-minute battle, so I wanted to get this. This is a pretty good one, though, guys. I'm not even going to lie to you. So it's 4-3, but don't count him out yet. Now, he does have the Dragapult over here, and my thought process is, okay, I have King Shield. So if he wants to sit here and go for Phantom Force and such, I can also just protect with Zoroark. I go for Bitter Malice, though. Does 70% here as the Shadow Ball goes into the Aegislash spot, because I'm immune to the Shadow Ball. I do take a Liquidation pretty well. I do lose my defense, though, so I know I cannot stay in here. But most Dragapult like to attack, and I am immune to Phantom Force being the normal type, so I kind of kept that in the back of my mind. I also have Whimsicott and Incineroar, both Pokemon, one of them being immune to Dragon Darts, and the other one being able to come in here and go for an Intimidate. Of course, I make a double into both Incineroar and the Whimsicott to get the attack drop onto whomever. It really doesn't matter. I do drop that attack of Liquidation just so I'll be able to take them better. And Whimsicott lives it on too because of that attack drop. So that works out well. Whimsicott can now go for whatever we can set up the Tailwind, and then Incineroar can easily take out Dragapult with a Darkest Lariat. There is nothing I am scared of from a Dragapult that is facing down Incineroar. He goes for the Baneful Bunker, thinking I'm just going to attack into it. But nah, man, I got bigger fish to fry like your Dragapult after a Tailwind, and we'll take these Dragon Darts really well because we take them really well and get the Citrus Berry off. It doesn't even matter that you didn't get your attack drop. Incineroar is a bulky guy, you know, and that Darkest Lariat, of course, takes out Dragapult. 2-2 on the scoreboard. Now, the thing about it is, Toxapex we can wall indefinitely, but he's got a Mega Alakazam, and let me tell you something. Mega Alakazam! I love what I'm about to do to this thing. I'm not even going to lie to you. I decide, as he goes ahead and Mega Evolves, traces my Intimidate into the Incineroar and lowers my Incineroar's attack so that I can't take him out with Darkest Lariat. But I'm thinking in the back of my mind, I have Aegislash, so he just goes for a Protect here as I go for a Taunt. Don't want him to set up anything. I go for also a Parting Shot into Alakazam. And Liquidation does not take Incineroar down, and he did not attack into the Whimsicott spot. So now this enables me to click Encore, lock him into Protect, and regardless of whether he gets Protect off or not, then I also get to get a Parting Shot off into this Mega Alakazam. I tell you what, we have nerfed this thing to Oblivion. The Protect fails and I get the Parting Shot off, and I do not have to die, which means I have Intimidate again for that Liquidation. And now I just bring in Hisuian Zoroark, who of course the illusion has been revealed. Liquidation, we do take it on to 5 HP, and because of the Tailwind, Slash it's also locked into Protect, we can easily just take it out from here. We can Encore him into that Liquidation so that he can't be Aegislash 1v1, and then we can either go for Shadow Ball or Bitter Malice to take out the Alakazam. But I decide instead, because I know I can take these Liquidations after all these Intimidates, I'm going to Encore him into that weak Liquidation that he can only fire off into Whimsicott, which of course Whimsicott goes down with only 2% HP. But now Aegislash wins the 1v1 regardless. It doesn't even matter how many times he Tailwinds. And to make matters worse, to make it even worse for my opponent, I now go back out to Incineroar, and I now have the Fake Out support to go into the Alakazam as well and take him out. And then I can also just start wearing down Toxapex, who can't really hurt me at all. Toxapex does not outspeed Incineroar, I don't believe. I will say this is one of those things where Arc doesn't know his speed tiers. I go for a King Shield here, just to see what he wants to do. Darkest Lariat coming in there. We do outspeed the Toxapex, take out the Alakazam in one shot, and now he is locked to the Toxapex. He will take out the Incineroar, but at the end of the game, I have Zoroark and also Aegislash. And you know what? I'm feeling pretty good about this. I'm not even going to lie. Pex can only hit me with really weakened Liquidations, and I can just fire off attacks from both of these Pokemon. He can Baneful Bunker if he wants to. I decided to Protect first and go ahead and fire off a special attacking Shadow Ball. And I accidentally fired it into Zoroark, which we could just pretend I didn't do that because I was immune to it anyway. I just clicked the wrong button. Anyways, it doesn't matter. We could just fire off 2 boosted Shadow Balls here and be able to take this guy out. He does go for a Baneful Bunker, which wastes a turn, but Shadow Ball's not a contact move, so it doesn't matter in the long run, just delaying the inevitable here. I think it'll actually take 3 to take him down, but like he's in a position where Aegislash can easily take these Liquidations. I can King Shield the Liquidations. He can't poison me. I can Protect every other turn to keep Zoroark alive as long as I can. So, I mean, it's really, really good. To be honest, I don't think I'm living at 5 HP, but I definitely would try. Now, we got that Shadow Ball in there, and now 2 of them should clear him out from this range, or it should be a forfeit. One of these 2 things, because he can't take both of them down. Bitter Malice into this guy that does drop his attack again, and another Shadow Ball at 21 HP is enough to close this out. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys for all of the support for my artists and everything of the new direction going forward. And I'll see you sooner than you think.